Displaced Lebanese are returning to their country from Syria after the announcement of the ceasefire deal struck on Tuesday between the Israeli occupation and the Hezbollah resistance group. From one of the Damascus-Beirut border crossings, our correspondent Hisham Wannous gives us more details on the matter.
Hola, colegas, saludos amables televidentes. Efectivamente, a las 4 de la madrugada, hora local de Beirut.
Indeed, at 4 a.m. local time in Beirut, the ceasefire agreement between the Israeli occupation and the Lebanese resistance Hezbollah by means of the United States came into force. This pact, which entails a 60-day ceasefire according to the Lebanese authorities, stipulates the withdrawal of the troops of the Israeli occupation from the attacked areas and also to stop the Israeli aggression against the south and east of Lebanon, the southern suburb of Beirut and the capital of Beirut, as well as the deployment of the Lebanese army in the dividing line in the south of Lebanon, along with the forces of the preservation of peace, the provisional forces of the United Nations, the Blue Helmets, in this blue dividing line between the south of Lebanon and the north of occupied Palestine. It should also be noted that the return of the displaced Lebanese to their homes in the attacked areas began today, especially the Lebanese who were refugees within the Lebanese territory, who immediately began to return to the south and east of Lebanon, and also to the neighboring villages and cities very close to the borderline with occupied Palestine, despite the warnings of the Israeli occupation. Likewise, the displaced people who are in Syria began to return to their country. We are currently at the Jadida Yabus border crossing in countryside Damascus, which joins Damascus and Beirut. The displaced people began to return, but so far there is not much movement because the road that joins Damascus and Beirut in Lebanon is destroyed due to the Israeli attacks. Syrian authorities immediately began the repair of this road today to allow the return of the Lebanese who have been welcomed in Syrian territory. The Lebanese celebrated this agreement, claiming that it is a victory due to the resistance and the firmness of the resistance fighters, the firmness of the Lebanese people, and affirming that the Israeli occupation has not achieved any of its objectives through this aggression against Lebanon. They have not been able to eradicate the Lebanese resistance, and they have not been able to allow the safe return of the Israeli settlers to the colonies and settlements in the north of occupied Palestine. It is also a matter that has been criticized by the Israeli opposition and by the Israeli settlers who rejected this agreement and affirmed that it really constitutes a surrender and a pact of surrender by the Israeli occupation against the Lebanese resistance. The Lebanese, like this whole axis of the resistance, affirm that today is a historic day, a great victory, and they have managed to defeat the Israeli occupation and are willing to rebuild everything that has been destroyed. The Lebanese affirm that they will continue the path of struggle, the path of resistance, and that of the great resistance leaders who sacrificed their lives in defense of Lebanon and also in support of the Palestinian resistance, Hamas, and the Palestinian people of the Gaza Strip. This war against Lebanon, which has lasted for more than a year, from October 2023 until now, and which has intensified during the last 66 days since last September, has caused the death of more than 3,823 Lebanese, most of them civilians, and injured more than 16,000, causing also great destruction. But Lebanon has achieved a victory and is currently pressuring the Lebanese to support them at an international level in the recovery and reconstruction of the destroyed areas, and also to pressure Israel to respect this 60-day ceasefire, which could be extended, although the Israeli occupation affirmed that it maintains freedom of movement and action, assuring that it would attack at any time and that the Lebanese resistance intends to continue attacking in support of the resistance in Palestine and the Palestinian people. This is all the information we have for now.
Pretende seguir atacando en apoyo a la resistencia en Palestina y al pueblo palestino. Esta es toda la información que tenemos por ahora. Adelante, por favor.